AllBall TV.
They scared, but I'm not.
They don't like comentario.
Y suscribe.
You know what this is.
In what position is he ever going to be a starter for the Minnesota Timberwolves going forward?
I can see it. I can see it happening.
Tell me where. How do you configure a lineup to where he's in your starting lineup when the ball is tipped off? He's starting. How do you configure a lineup?
Aside from injury,
Ant-Man got to get hurt.
No, I disagree.
Conley gets hurt.
Or he looks a little older.
So what are you gonna do? Put the ball in Big Rat Goose hands?
Nah, by committee. Remember, they're missing who in their start lineup can shoot right now.
Fabian Finch is gonna get a ball to his rookie Rob Dillingham before he puts Dante DiVincenzo out there and Anthony Edwards to take point guard duties.
I'm not saying point guard duties, but we really didn't have. You saw what Indiana and Philly was doing against us. They were playing 94 feet.
Yeah.
Because we didn't have a real pure. Brunson's the only one really, and so once they blocked him off, it was Ragu, sometimes Josh Hart, and it was clunky. So I understand what to your point. I understand what you're saying, but it was still DiVincenzo bringing the ball up a lot. He ain't got to do it all the time. And in this era, there is no true point guard like that, rarely. So I can see him starting. Is what I'm saying.
But with the success that they just came off of, conference finals, losing your second best player now in Karl Anthony Towns, gaining back Julius Randle, what I'm saying is I don't think DiVincenzo would ever be in the position to be relied on the way he was as a Knick. Not in Minnesota.
But it's less of a fight for minutes. That's
the first guy coming off the bench is Naz Reid. Still,
yes,
that's the first guy coming off the pine.
Keep going.
Then Nickeil Alexander-Walker is probably going to come off next.
Nah, I don't know about that.
What?
Alexander, super defender. Nobody talks about him.
One of the best on-ball defenders in the league. You tell it, and he's become a way better shooter. You telling me he's going to continue to start, and his size, okay? Let's remember that. His size,
lanky,
being able to
tall,
guard multiple positions.
Okay, now that's two guys off the bench. One is a defender, one is a shooter. It makes a lot of sense. But in the starting lineup currently right now, you have 0 sharpshooters, 0 shooting in terms of Ant-Man's the closest.
I agree.
Right? Conley a little bit, he's streaky, right? Okay.
Jaden McDaniels, not really a shooter.
Oh no, from the corner he's all right. Jaden McDaniels from the corner, corner threes are all right.
He's gonna have to hit more shots than corner threes though now. Right, because now the floor is going to start to shrink a little bit, bro, because adding Julius Randle. Now you don't have Karl Anthony Towns, who is hunting jump shots and three-point shots and keeping that lane clear. It's a little like that. I love that word you use. It's a little clunky down there now in terms of how they're going to get. So, okay.
So how?
Okay, they're going to need him to hit shots.
Because now you got 2 guys, right? Now remember, Alexander, there's going to be games where you could just put Naz Reid, Alexander, and DiVincenzo immediately onto the floor. Just swap out 3 guys. All right, boom, go in there and do your thing, guys. With the Knicks, remember, you find the minutes. It's not just Josh Hart potentially off the bench. You gotta have to find minutes for Deuce, and we got the kid. It seems like they believe in this rookie kid, Kolek, bro.
Yeah,
that's 3. That's on the perimeter. We don't have Achua's gonna go fill the front court up. Dante could sometimes play the 3, but I think it's harder for him to get minutes here anyway. He's a little more satisfied with his minutes in Minnesota. I gotta believe that. Especially being alongside Ant-Man. I gotta say this right now. The one thing that pisses me off right now about this trade is that I went from feeling like Supernova to Soldier Boy. The Timberwolves stole my fucking flow. They stole our fucking flow, bro. Our whole style. Bro, is Goldberg is our big man, Mitch Ihart. A lot of dribble handles with Goldberg on the offensive end. Super defender like Mitch, right? Ihart could be Randle. Randle's still there. Randle, whatever. Ant-Man's basically Brunson. This guy's a corner 3-point shooter. McDaniels is OG. And they got Dante now. Like, they took our recipe. They took it.
Mm.
That's what I'm most pissed about, bro. Period.
But it fit. I don't know if I fully agree with you on that, bro. I hear what you're saying, but Minnesota, just from my vantage point, they absolutely did that to open things up for Anthony Edwards. And in terms of more touches, going to him to more double teams, like they opened that spot up for him to be a little more successful than what he already is, right? More opportunities to be the guy. That bites you though in the long run, especially when you're trying to win championships. Y'all were in the conference finals. There's no way, in my opinion, that you break up what you was doing right there to get to the next level. If I'm Minnesota,
but let's get into that. You do when Karl Anthony Towns is owed $50 million, $60 million. Julius Randle right now, supposedly, reportedly, he would have taken a 3-year, $100 million deal from the Knicks. That's what I've read so far. So let's take it for their word. It says around $34, $35 million. DiVincenzo's making 12. You paying him 47 for the next 3 years. Randle and DiVincenzo. Who would you rather have? Randle and DiVincenzo at 47 or Cat at 50, 50, and 60? That's $160 versus 124. And we got more. Remember, like you said, they bring in DiVincenzo to spread the floor for Ant-Man. Not just for Ant-Man. We're not taking Julius Randle. You're giving us Mitchell Robinson. Now the floor shrinks even more. Nah. Give us DiVincenzo. We want that floor to spread at all times. Now they got a shooter at all times on the court.
Well, we didn't want to give up DiVincenzo.
Right.
We didn't want to give him. We didn't want to give him up.
So imagine if you Finch, you going, I don't need Mitch. We got Gobert. He's a bull. He plays 82 games. We just got to bench him because, he gets schemed out. But no way possible. We're not taking that great shooter that broke your records over there and had the Garden going crazy. We need that at the Target Center. That's tough, bro. That salary, along with you get 2 guys, and also, like you said on Saturday, this turns into an easy, Randle, this ain't working out. For whatever reason. We trading you by January. Or we sign and trade you in June. Can we sign and trade Cat? Who are we able to sign? Who is the asset to trade now? McBride is the only one? Maybe Kolick?
Well, bro, we all in now. We didn't gave up a lot of draft picks over the last 3 or 4 months. We all in right now. We gave up draft picks for Bridges. There's going to be draft picks attached to this Cat deal once it's official. We are all in now. This is what we rolling with. We got to get used to what we got and just keep going. But this is what we rolling with.
Flea, I still don't feel good about it. I still don't feel good about the trade. And the only thing that it left me with was there's no way that they're done. And if you've been trying to trade Mitchell Robinson and Julius Randle the whole summer, trying to push, and all of a sudden you said, yo, they keep asking for Dante. Here you go. That means you were buying time to figure out, let me make these phone calls. That means, remember, it finished with a 3-team trade. They got Jaquan Jeffries back from the Hornets. So now you're making communication with the Hornets just in case we got to tap back in and go for Nick Richards. So you're making good standing with the Charlotte Hornets. All right, cool.
Apparently, we're waiting to sign some guys so that we can add them to this deal. And the numbers and the math starts working out. But the deal's done. The deal's done. And we got to roll. How much we've given up over the last few months, we got to roll with this now. We got to.
So on the Knicks side of things, like you said, the deal is done. As presently constituted, I seen this floating around. And y'all, this is why they hate Knicks fans, bro. I'm a Knicks fan, and we say all the time, we are the Bronx Zoo. That's just what it is. We are the Bronx Zoo. All you guys, remember last year, same group of people on ESPN couldn't believe arguing because they had, hey girl, Becky Hammond, we ain't forget about you. We ain't forget about you.
It's no surprise that the New York Liberty about to spank up on her and send her home. The New York Liberty.
AllBall TV. They scared, but I'm not. They don't like comentario.
Y suscribe.